And we're back. What's up, everybody? Benja Welldone coming at you live on this beautiful Corona-free day. Today is Thursday, July the 21st at 4:45 in the afternoon. How are you doing? So, here's the thing. We've got record high temperatures across America. We've got wildfires in England. Seems like the world itself is on fire. Record temperatures, all sorts of stuff. And today I actually finally formed my official opinion about global warming, and here it is. I believe that global warming is just called the summer, and it gets hot every single year. Global warming is fake. It's not a real thing. Gotta drop a couple facts on you. Might offend some people, but here it is. They said today on the news that today is the hottest day since 1936. So you know what that means? If it was hot then and it's hot now, doesn't that mean every day between now and then was colder? How can that be right? How can that be right? All right, how about this one? If the world is getting hotter and it's not going back down, why is it that anytime they ever talk about global warming, they also don't say, I did a little research today, that there's actually more polar ice caps that are being formed in the last 100 years than ever in the history of the world. Does that mean there's global cooling going on? Maybe there's extremes on both sides, unless you're going to tell me the hotter it gets, the colder it gets, because then I'm just going to, don't get me started, okay? Let me ask you this. Why is it that every person that's the biggest proponent of global warming, if they really believe that, why is it almost every single one of them own a beachside house and live in it? Doesn't that mean that if global warming was real, they would basically be buying beachside property for when all the floods happening? You know, from all the polar ice caps melting? Let me ask you this one. Why is it when you get a 30-year mortgage, if global warming is real, okay, they have no housing protection for flood insurance for your entire house, and global warming being one of the reasons as far as you being able to, you know, file a claim, get your money back and all that stuff. It's weird, right? It doesn't exist. Okay? Why is it if global warming is real, the people the biggest proponents of it all fly private? It's kind of weird. It's kind of like being a vegan and wearing leather everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? It's just not a lot of consistency. You know? I think one of the funniest things I ever heard about global warming came from the former president, Donald. Whether you liked him or hate him, he was hilarious. He was. One day he gave a speech at the White House correspondence. It was like a press briefing or whatever. Back when presidents used to give questions and answers, but small detail. And he said, he just said his regular, you know, question and answer kind of a thing. He was up there, White House, press briefing, taking questions, giving answers, whatever. And right as he was walking out, he was like, by the way, I think I'm starting to finally believe in global warming. And as he did, he just walked away and everyone's freaking out. They're like, ooh, 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 ooh. He turned around and he said, yeah, guys, what seems to be going on? And they said, did you just say you believe in global warming? He said, yeah, I do. I must. It's got to be real. And they said, what's the sudden shift in your belief? You said it was a scam. He said, oh, it's got to be real. Can't you tell? Look at all the snowflakes that are melting. As he called very sensitive liberal people. Republicans, Democrats, doesn't matter. He made fun of everybody. But it is funny that he actually is a president and a former president. It's weird how they still call him president when you're no longer in office, but whatever. And he literally came up with pop culture terms everywhere he went. Crooked Hillary, fake news, snowflakes. It's hilarious. It's great. So, anyway, yeah, I think global warming could just be called the summer. You know what I'm saying? Because it gets hot, and that's when you're talking about it the most. almost every single year. You know what you don't talk about? You don't talk about global warming when you're having record snow. And guess what? That happened last year too. Consistency, guys. A little bit of consistency. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for a lot. Just a little consistency. Okay? You can't tell me it's hot while it's getting cold. It cycles, man. It cycles. And you know what's funny also? If today is the hottest day since 1936, and it's not the hottest day ever, that means there was a day hotter than this. Seriously, that's what that means. If this is a record-breaking high up until 1936, that means before 1936, it was even hotter. So what does that mean on a global scale? Zooming out like you're in your phone. If you would take that other day, let's just say it was 150 years ago and it was even hotter, okay? That still means that the temperature is going downward. I just solved global warming. This should actually be called the You're Welcome podcast, but I think that's already an actual podcast name. So anyway, you're welcome. I just solved global warming. If it's the hottest day today, it is 1936, that means there is a day hotter than today. And on a longer, broader time scale, it's still getting colder. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm Benja Welldone, solving global warming and other international areas of interest one day at a time. I'm Benja Welldone. Have a beautiful day. Remember, this is a comedy podcast, so I'm talking a little shit, but there's a lot of truth too, mixed in the whole. That doesn't sound weird, right? Anyway, I'm Benja Welldone. Have a beautiful day. This is not a global warming podcast. I'm out. Peace.